Yes, Hari Om to all the Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. So very happy to be back for Dharmakshetra. Yeah, we missed it for Diwali, but then I'm sure all of us were in dhyana of Krishna, even while we were celebrating all the festivals. Okay. Oh. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave, Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishthaya Namo Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam, Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So today I came to know that this is a Gopa Ashtami. Gopa Ashtami ante. That means this is the day, some 5,000 years ago, when Nanda, the father of Krishna, allowed Krishna to take the cows to graze for the first time. Cowherd Krishna was born today. ಒಂಥರ ನಮ್ದೇನೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಚುವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, each of us have a ritual for the children, like Brahmopadesha or whatever it is, or driver's license kind of thing. So today it was Krishna, Gopashtami. Just trivia I came to know in the morning. Okay, where were we, Andre? We were in the chapter 16. We seem to be there for a long time. We were discussing all these Daivi and Asuri qualities. We are still with the Daivi qualities. Plenty of them. Plenty of Daivi qualities. Like we have some 21 Daivi qualities. First, we discuss the Daivi qualities, and the rest of the chapter is all about Asuri qualities and how to avoid the Asuri qualities, the rest of the chapter. But the expansion is about the Daivi qualities for us in this class. So let's go with that. So what is the importance of these Daivi qualities? Yatak, why should we? I mean, I know it's good to be good danta, but still, as a sadhaka, why are these qualities very, very critical? Please, someone, please. Because there was this question in one of the AVSCs. Why does God not... See, God is pure consciousness and we are all pure consciousness. Yet God speaks only through the enlightened ones. Why not the rest of us? Anta, there was a question. So what would you answer? Anyone, please volunteer. Why does God talk? Yes.
Because for realizing yourself, you need qualification. For any job, for that matter, you need qualification.
Wo bolo. Correct.
Anything. If I am a servant maid, I need to do work clean. If I am an accountant, I should know accountancy very well. I should have a qualification for it.
Yes.
If I'm a dancer, I should know dancing. If I want to learn dancing, I should have interest in dancing. So this is a quest which is a very, very it is not a quest for just learning and leaving like that. It is a life quest.
Life quest.
For that, you need chitta shuddhi. And chitta shuddhi, you don't get it so easily. For that, you have to have all the qualities. That is viveka, vairagya, shamadamadi sampatti, mumukshatva, shama, dama, uparati, titiksha, shraddha, samadhan. All this is required. And what is it? On the whole, these are all the Devi qualities.
Yep.
Patience. You need tolerance. You need shraddha in your guru and scriptures. You need viveka, discrimination, to know that which is atmavastu, which is anatmavastu. And then you have to need to know that, okay, this is anatmavastu, I don't want this. That vairagyam you should have. Arey, wo chalega, wo bhi karungi main. Oh, it's okay, fine. Means you will get distracted. Finished. You go to that path, your route will change. Once you open one door, you have to go through that door only.
Yeah. You cannot do both satsang and dussang together.
No, no. That is why Devi qualities are given
High.
so much importance.
Yes, very well said, Nirmala. So we should not lose sight of this goal. And sometimes when we lose sight of the goal, no, we get such questions. Why God is not speaking through me? Why? How can He speak? Your door is closed, isn't it? That's why.
One little thing. If I miss this class, oh, so what? I'll make it up next class. You will
You
think.
can. Come on.
But you have lost it.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
So
lost it.
any little opportunity, like our Rahul just said, any chance you want to grab for satsang. That's all. If not this, something else. Always in satsang. Nice. Okay, let us chant this second shloka, second set of qualities. There are 3 verses, and this has got some qualities spelled out here. Ahimsa, satyam, akrodaha, tyāgaḥ, śhānti, apaiśhunam, dayā bhūteṣhu, aloluptvaṁ, mārdavaṁ, hrīr, achāpalam. See, some of us can chant. Please go ahead in your own tune.
Ahimsa satyam akrodaha. Ahimsa satyam akroda tyāgaḥ. Śhāntir apaiśhunam.
Tyāgaḥ
Tyāgaḥ śhāntir apaiśhunam. Dayā bhūteṣhu aloluptvaṁ mārdavaṁ hrīr achāpalam.
Yes.
This is all the shamadama.
Haudu. Everything, all the children of the same parent. Yeah. Anyone else?
Ahimsa satyamakrodaha tyāgaḥ śhāntirapaiśhunam dayā bhūteṣhu aloluptvaṁ mārdavaṁ
Hrīr
achāpalam.
Yeah. In your row, anyone else want to chant? We can do that. See, it's nice to chant, and chanting also clears our speech. Our speech will become more spashta, isn't it?
I can
Yes.
go.
Yes, Sweta. Yeah.
Ahimsa satyam akrodas tyāgaḥ śhāntir apaiśhunam dayā bhūteṣhu aloluptvaṁ mārdavaṁ hrīr achāpalam.
Dayā bhūteṣhu aloluptvaṁ.
Dayā bhūteṣhu aloluptvaṁ mārdavaṁ hrīr achāpalam.
Yes, very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So if anyone wants to chant, put up your hand. Otherwise, we shall discuss these qualities. Last time we had done a few of this. We can pick up from tyāgaḥ. There was one critical point which I want all of us to again recall. So tyāgaḥ, of course, we all know what this tyāgaḥ is. So anyone wants to say one line about tyāgaḥ? What is tyāgaḥ? Shweta, I will call out the names then. What to do? What is tyāgaḥ, Shweta?
Tyāgaḥ is sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Shweta. Yeah.
Sorry, I was about to say sacrifice. I thought you called me out. Never mind.
Yes, I did call out both the Shwetas. You want to say anything else about tyāgaḥ? What do you want to do tyāgaḥ of?
Renunciation.
Renounce what?
My bad qualities, like demonic qualities.
Okay. All right. Jai Shri, what do we sacrifice? Can you unmute? Jai Shri, Kamala, Indra.
Sacrifice of anger, fear, greed.
Okay. Okay. Kamala?
Guruji, in a Shakti Darshana program, has specified that the uttama tyāgaḥ is atma tyāgaḥ. Like when we surrender and sacrifice our prana to the Guru,
Yes.
then
So
everything it will be taken.
correct. Sacrifice the lower qualities. All your, from the Mooladhara, progressing to all the chakras, you sacrifice all those qualities, offer, not sacrifice, offer all those qualities to the Guru who is in the Agnya. Okay, that is one tyaga. And yagna, rather, more than tyaga, it's an yagna. Yes, Rahul, you want to say what tyaga we are speaking about here?
I think ನಾನು ಎಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಬಿಲೀಫ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ಸೊ ಗುರುಜಿ ಹೇಳತ್ರ ಸೊ ದ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೋ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಥಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಥಾಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೋ ಸೊ
Very nice. Yes.
Purnima, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Padmaja. Hello.
Okay. So, shall I tell?
Yes,
someone
yes, please. Yes.
So Tyaga here is not basically physically giving up anta. This also is giving up the attachment to that. That is the most important thing. That attachment. I may like coffee, but giving up coffee is not exactly Tyaga. That attachment should not be there. If coffee is there, it's fine. I like it. But if it's not there, I'm not kind of oh no, I have to take it anta. It's not there. That attachment to BMI or any object or any person. Give up that attachment, that is tyaga.
Very well said.
So, that becomes easy when our focus is on something higher. So that atma, God, dharma, karma yoga, whatever you call, but your focus is on that particular aspect of that, then tyaga is very easy.
Correct.
It becomes easy.
Very well said. Very well said, Padmaja.
So Guruji actually, one of his story gives an example of Udham Singh. Should I share it, story?
Please do. Yes, of course.
So 13th of April 1919, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre happened. The person who was responsible was Lieutenant Governor of Punjab, Michael O. Dwyer-Ritson. So many people were killed. I think around 1,500 people were killed, they said, and more than 1,200 injured. So there was a guy called Udham Singh, who was around 20-year-old at that particular time. But he has, when he was 3 years old, his mother died. 8 years old, father died. His uncle put him in an orphanage. But he was very disturbed with that incident. And he has taken a thing that at any cost, he is not going to leave that person who is responsible for it. He waited for 20 years, had a grudge for the 20 years. And after 20 years, he killed that Michael O. Dwyer, going to his country, I think. Though he was executed there, but he doesn't repent for that. So Guruji, Prabhuji says that is like ultimate tyaga anta tara for his people. One who is responsible for so many killings, I cannot leave him anta. That is another tyaga.
Justice has to be meted out to him. Yes. Thank you, Padmaja. It's very inspiring story. Because he was of that mentality, Rajasic. Maybe a Sattvic person, a monk could have said, okay, fine, go. God will take care of you or whatever. Your karma will take care of you. So it depends on the individual, definitely. Yeah. So the main, all these wonderful points. And then the main thing that we can practice on a day-to-day basis of this tyaga is karma phala tyaga.
Karma phalatya. I wanted to say that karmanye vadikaraste mapaleshu kadachana. Don't expect the results to be in your favor or against you. Whatever the results come, please accept it.
Yes.
That's it.
So tyaga, the moment you hear the word tyaga, let us remember karma phala tyaga. We do whatever it needs to be done at any point of time, whatever feels proper and good. and renounce and let go of it. Otherwise, if I go on holding on to my karma, good or bad, I will generate papa or punya. Doership is what we have to drop. Tyaga of doership. That is the main tyaga we have to do. Then everything else will follow. Everything else will follow. Because the moment I have doership, either I am racked by guilt or I am bothered by pride. Both of them will lead to papa and punya. Isn't it? So as sadhakas, as mumukshus, this is what we need to remember all the time. Karma phala tyaga. Krishnarpanam, Krishnarpanam, Krishnarpanam. ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟೇ. That is why this karma phala tyaga will break the cycle of karma and karma phala. That's the most important thing we have to do. Okay, good. Śhānti. Śhānti, of course, all of us know it means peace. Peace is a quality, it's a virtue. How do you practice śhānti? Is it possible to practice śhānti, people? How do we go about it, practicing śhānti? Śhānti cannot be practiced. It's a result of all these good virtues, isn't it? It's a
byproduct.
It's a very important byproduct, or it's the main product that comes out of practicing all these virtues. Śhānti is a naturally it follows. You cannot practice śhānti. So that's all. Peace of mind. It comes with letting go of this karma phala, tyaga, everything is done. And of course, a peaceful person's, what are the qualities of a peaceful person? One quality, please tell. What makes you peaceful?
He doesn't react, doesn't get angry.
Yes, correct. Yes, anything else?
Jealousy.
He's
No
not.
jealousy. Yeah.
Basically, this person, yes, Padmaja.
Mostly, for every situation, there's a response.
Response.
He will think, respond. Calmness, he will be thinking, should I respond or not? Maybe, wherever it is not required, unnecessarily don't spend energy on that. Simple.
Correct, simple. And a peaceful person is a non-demanding, non-wanting person. Yes or no? No expectations from anybody around. Non-demanding. This should be like that. It has to go this way. That doesn't mean he's a very lax person. No.
He's relaxed only and intense. But still.
Correct. Yes. He's not lax. He is relaxed. Very nice. Correct. And that person is very happy in his or her own company. Non-demanding, non-wanting. All these
not
are
tense but intense.
Not tense but intense. Areva. Very nice. Nice. And nothing bothers. Inside, see, we can bother about hundreds of things in front of us, but inside I'm quiet. That is śhānti. Atmanieva atmana truptaha. That's a famous, beautiful line from the Gita. One who revels in her own company. That is śhānti. That peace comes only with all these virtues that are being discussed. Okay. Then apaiśhunam. Apaiśhunam means pishacha tendency. This is the opposite of pishacha tendency. Apishacha. Paishunam means deceit, deceitful tendency, meanness. All this called as pishacha tendency. And we sometimes for children also, my grandparents used to call it pishachi, they would say, to little kids. Means they go on, they go on irritating, and they go on needling people, creating conflict between them. That is pishacha tendency. So, lack of that pishacha tendency is apaiśhunam. So, backbiting, creating a rift between people, all these paishunam, poisoning people's minds one against the other. So, I don't think any of us fall into that category. So, we can just say, okay, we are not that, we are apaiśhunas. Yes, Padmaja.
If we find more faults in other persons, basically our own mind gets more polluted. finding faults and that. So avoid finding faults.
Yes.
If you want to improve another person, I think we should focus more on their positive aspects instead of looking at more on the negative. What are the positive? Improve on that, work on. Do not look at the negatives. Negatives has to be at the minimum.
Yes.
So wherever and whatever our attention goes, that grows basically.
That grows. Very well said. So it is like a frisbee. It will come back to you. Whatever you throw at others, whatever thought you throw about others, it's all about yourself. Because what did Ramana Maharshi say? There is no other. Where are the others? See, so deep. Ultimately, that's the truth we have to hang on to all the time. There is no other person over here. There's only me. Even when somebody again opposite you is behaving in a like General Dwyer, who shot indiscriminately, opened fire in Jallianwala Bagh, very, very hard to think of him as me. It's very hard. But there it is. At the base, we are all the same. At the level of consciousness, we are all the same. So when we are destroying General Dwyer, we have to also think that I have to destroy those qualities in me. These apaiśhunam qualities and himsa qualities, all these qualities have to be destroyed in me alone. Okay.
Yat bhavam tad bhavati.
Yat bhavam tad bhavati. Even if you have to kill that General Dwyer in the physical plane, we have to do with the sense of karma phala tyāgaḥ, like how Krishna did in the Kurukshetra war. He did everything possible, but it was nothing touches Krishna. Isn't it wonderful? It's amazing actually how to be like that.
That applies to Karna also, no? He gave up all his karma pala. Then only he could attain that. He could die, right?
Okay, I don't know about that. When did he give up that karma phala? I mean, is there an episode which anecdote which says that somewhere?
No. So whatever punya and papa, whatever, I mean, Krishna
Came as a Brahmin and took away all his punya. Then only he was able to kill him.
Oh, like that. Is that
Yeah.
right, Kamala? Was that what?
Yeah, correct.
The punya was above his head, protecting him completely from all the arrows. Arjuna was hitting. So Krishna went in the form of Brahmin.
Correct.
And he said, please, can you give a dhanam? Ayo, why have you come at this hour? When I have nothing in my hand. He said, no problem. You have all the punyas of all dhanams. So, please, can you give? Immediately he gives everything.
Very nice.
So,
yeah, continue.
Nirmalaji, please, Nirmalaji. I think Nirmalaji was saying something.
No, Rahul, go ahead. Even his Kavacha Kundalam he gave.
Yeah. I mean, I had heard of like this one of those Upa Puranas. I mean, small source gottilla nange, I don't know. But this incident where Krishna and Arjuna were having a discussion as to who is the most tyaga mindset person yaru anta matartiruvaga. Krishna happens to say it is Karna. So, and then when Arjuna asks him, how can you prove that? So then Krishna takes Arjuna to a huge pile of gold, apparently. I think I'm not sure where I heard that story.
Never mind, you recall it for us. Yeah.
So he takes him to a huge pile of gold, and then he tells him, I want you to distribute this. So Arjuna becomes very happy that he can actually do this charity ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. So he calls up all the villagers and he'll go get your bags or whatever it is, gunny bags. So and he takes a shovel and then he starts taking those gold coins and he starts pouring heaps and heaps of gold to everyone. And then Arjuna, full pride in that, he comes and asks Krishna, "Nodidya, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಾನಿ ನಾನು? I'm such a charitable, such a, I have such a udara manasu to give away." And then still Krishna says, still it's Krishna, still Karna only who is more sacrificial than you. Prove it anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, so Krishna calls to Karna. He shows him the same mountain of gold and tells him, "Can you donate this?" And gives him also the shovel to do the thing. So Karna calls all those village people and he says, "Here you go, take it," and he throws the shovel and just walks away. So he didn't even want that ownership of giving. So Nan kotta idini anna bhavanu he didn't want. So I'm not sure in which part of Mahabharata it comes, but I've read this story somewhere.
This is right, Rahul. But a little bit I have to add is, he says Krishna's, when Arjuna asks him, "Why Karna? I can also give, I also give so much." So he said, no. He gives one heap of diamond to Arjuna, one heap of diamond to Karna. And it has to be distributed within this day.
Time or
what? And this fellow is shoveling. And he's not being able to finish even half. So Karna, he comes and says, "Karna, I'm not able to finish." What happened to Karna? Oh, within 2 minutes he finished and went. He made half, gave each one, and left that place. He didn't, as you said, he didn't have the feeling that it is mine and I am giving. All that he didn't have.
Correct.
Krishna gave, take it, finished.
Very nice anecdote. Yeah. So
I think a very similar one also, Purnimaji. Once, I think Krishna and Indra, so they decide to again test who is the most charitable, king. So they first go to Yudhishthira's court. And then they say, and they go in the disguise of some sages, some munis, and we are doing this huge yajna, and we need firewood. And Takeli, he goes to the court. Yudhishthira says, "Why not? I will send my army to get as much firewood as possible." And he sends the army. And but it's again a divine plan. So Indra and Krishna, they make it rain a lot. So there's severe rain that comes, and there is absolutely no dry wood that they're able to get from anywhere. So the Sainya comes back, the army comes back saying, "We are not able to get any dry wood anywhere at all." And so they express their failure. And Yudhishthira very repentantly, he sort of apologizes to Krishna and Indra. Of course, he doesn't know that it's them. So, please ask anything else, but I'm not able to give this dry food because it's raining. So these two, they just say, "Don't worry, no problem, we'll take care of it." And then they leave. And then they go to Karna's court. Same scene repeats there. His army also comes back and says it's raining and there's no wood available. Karna immediately looks around, then he says, "Break down all the windows and doors and give it to him." So he didn't bother about so intense tyāgaḥ. I mean, I think we listen to the word tyāgaḥ.
Dana Veera Shura Karna. Yeah, while on this topic, it's so interesting. I came across another anecdote. When Yudhishthira was performing the Rajasuya Yajna, he wanted to appoint a treasurer. See, one of the main features of a yajna is to give away to the Brahmins and other needy people whatever they want. So, so he was wondering whom to appoint as a treasurer, and Krishna said, "Appoint Duryodhana, of all people." Okay, then Yudhishthira asked, "Why?" So he said, "You just wait and see." And then at the end of the yajna, he sees that all the things that he had kept for dana, everything was gone. So the moral, Krishna said, see, because you kept Duryodhana, he went on giving. It's not mine, no. Mera kya jata hai? And he went on giving. Take, like that. If it was his own coffers, perhaps he wouldn't have parted with all that so easily. So that was just an aside. There is no lesson here. Just like that, I remember that. So it's these things are there. Okay.
The lesson is, when it comes to other people's things,
We are very dharala. We are very generous. I think that's a good strategy also, you know. Children, parents with 2 or 3 children, they will tell one fellow to cut, the other fellow to distribute. You know, that's a strategy. To cut the cake, one child will cut the cake, the other fellow has to distribute. So naturally, it is going to be an equitable distribution, because you know that if you cut a bigger cake for yourself, it will go to the other fellow. Yeah, nice. Okay, the next quality here is daya bhūteṣhu. And kṣhamā also, we can take them together. Daya bhūteṣhu, of course, compassion for each and every being. We know that each and every being is none other than me. Sat Chit Ananda. Every, even an ant, amoeba, every single cell. See, how do the cells multiply in the body? Life starts with a single cell. Because that cell also has the same Chaitanya, the same Chidabhasa is being reflected in that single cell. That is why we are all sentient beings are Satchidananda. Yes.
We have studied this Manigana Iva.
Sutre Manigana Iva.
That is, if you just throw the pearls, scatter like something. But when there is a little thread going through each one of them, it looks like a beautiful necklace. The universe is going like that because we are all connected with each other with a small thread named Chaitanyam.
Shashvatam.
Shantam.
Shantam. Vyomatītam. Niranjanam. Nādabindu kalātītam. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That is me. That is you. That is each and every being on earth. Therefore, daya bhūteṣhu. It makes sense. Daya bhūteṣhu and kṣhamā. Daya bhūteṣhu. Here I would like to recall something I heard recently. It is very, very beautiful. So we all keep saying, I am Satchidananda, I am Satchidananda, you are Satchidananda. But how will I translate that in my everyday activity, everyday interaction with others? How do I treat you, for example, or somebody, some stranger, for example, as Satchidananda? How in my interaction? So here I got a very beautiful insight. Sat means existence. The main teaching here was, don't make anybody feel insignificant. You know, we do that sometimes. We make them feel, you're not important. I'm talking to him, not you, kind of thing. Don't make people feel insignificant. Don't make the other feel unintelligent. What do you know? You know nothing kind of dialogues. No. Then third one, don't make the other feel unhappy. Insignificant, unintelligent, unhappy. These 3 things we have to avoid making others feel. Why? Because our nature is Sat, existence itself. What is existence? It's infinite and eternal. How can I be insignificant? That is why when you make somebody feel insignificant, it feels, if somebody makes me feel insignificant and unimportant, I feel very constricted. I don't like the feeling. Who likes it, you tell me? Who likes to feel stupid and insignificant? And to make somebody feel stupid, no, I'm Chit itself. I'm consciousness. The knowing principle. Since I'm the knowing principle, I'm not unintelligent. It's impossible for anyone to be stupid. So when somebody makes me feel stupid, again I feel limited and unhappy. No, my nature is Ananda. Why would I want to be unhappy and make others unhappy? Unhappiness is a very, very unnatural state. So all these three things you are undermining when we do such things to others. You make them feel stupid, you make them feel insignificant, and you make them unhappy. Three things are no-nos. That means you are negating the Satchidananda nature of yourself as well as the other person. Isn't it beautiful? That is why we have to practice dayā bhūteṣhu. When we remember these things, that I am Satchidananda, you are Satchidananda, everyone else is Satchidananda, those are the qualities we need to highlight all the time whenever we get the chance. Okay? Yes, somebody has.
He might be a prime minister. He might be. He's a human being only, no?
Yeah.
Remember, basically, what are you? You're a human being only, no?
Yeah.
Even
See, prime minister, we will get all this thing, but think of the lower level beings that we interact. Lower level, my God.
Even a speck of dust, they say, there is a Subhashitani, even a speck of dust, don't treat it very flippantly. One day it might fly into your eye and, cause you a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So,
correct.
I think even small things can hurt you.
Yes. Yes, Padmaja?
I think for this particular point, dayā bhūteṣhu, we have to always see, we have to put ourselves in other shoes and then understand. Correct. Automatically, dayā bhūteṣhu, dayā quality will come. Quality will come. Always think from the other point of view and see where the shoe pinches. Very correct. Very nice. Correct. So dayā bhūteṣhu, kṣhamā will follow. Why did I add kṣhamā here? It comes later also, but still. See, they're all affiliated qualities. You can't be so this thing about it. Okay. Aloluptvaṁ. Tell me.
Kṣhamā, you will get that, forgiveness. That forgiveness is very important. If you can forgive the other man, you can forgive yourself, Baba. Otherwise, you know what happens? The mind is so full of the other man. How dare he do that to me? How he insulted me? How he treated me insignificantly? I am so sad. How he has no right? It will go round and round and round and round.
Yeah, and he'll come back to you also.
And
yes.
you will never think of anything else. Every time you will be remembering that. But once you forgive that person, you are forgiving yourself.
That is what tyāgaḥ. Every moment do tyāgaḥ. Here I had heard one Guruji's old talk in which says, we are all tyagis only. All of us. You think you are not a tyagi, but you are. My nature itself is tyāgaḥ. Why? Because I cannot hold on to a thought properly for half a second, the mind goes on doing tyāgaḥ of the thoughts. Tak karke. So, tyāgaḥ is the nature of everything in me. The cells, that they are dying every moment. I'll
tell you one thing. The richest man, the miseriest man, the miser, is the richest tyāgaḥ. Is the greatest tyāgaḥ. He can't even spend 1 paise on himself. When he dies, he leaves it all for the others.
He's a tyagi.
Yeah. Biggest tyagi.
Biggest.
Because he can't even spend for himself.
Yeah. So, there is one example I came across for this dayā bhūteṣhu. How to forgive. That might be it is difficult, for us. Fortunately, we're not in a position. Yeah. But someone who has been wronged.
So, see, I've been reading, I will forgive people, but I won't forget the incident. What is the point?
I can forgive, but I cannot forget.
What has happened. But it is not doing it completely from your body mind.
Yeah, the negativity in the mind should be filled with positivity so that the negativity is flushed away. There is no other way, Jayashri. And then intellectually first understand, and then it will come down to the mind and physical level also. That's it. What was I trying to tell? How to forgive? Yeah, when the teeth bite the tongue accidentally, we do that most of the time. Does the tongue take revenge on the teeth? It cannot and it will not. That is how we have to look at the so-called injustices that we might come across. Teeth biting the tongue. Like that.
There is a small little another story. Please, I will just say this. The tongue was saying, thank you so much. You give me the best food. Teeth, thank you so much. The teeth said, please, one thing you do, tongue, be careful what you talk. Because the others, when you talk badly, the others say, you know, I will break your teeth, they say. They don't say, I will break your tongue.
I like it. That was so funny. Very nice, very nice. Correct. If Chennai catches a cold, Bangalore sneezes, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Next quality is aloluptvaṁ. Lolupa is one who is covetous. I want this, I want that. Greedy person. Lolupa is one who collects things. I want everything, I want everything. I want this, I want that. So that aloluptvaṁ is not to be affected by, you can do window shopping, but don't take it home. That is what this aloluptvaṁ is. So even for doing window shopping also, you need a lot of self-control. Otherwise, your purse strings will open. So this aloluptvaṁ is it's a weakness. It's a weakness of the mind. That's all. So no weakness is allowed in sadhana for a mumukshu. Okay. Anything
For
else?
this, Prabhuji gives an example. IIT students, they have a goal that they want to get into IIT. You have to see the way they sacrifice and the way they keep themselves away from all the pleasures of going to a movie, going to eat, or everything is cut off.
Yeah. So when the higher goal, the lower will drop. Correct.
And they have to be concentrated, otherwise they can't make it.
Correct.
That amount of focus is needed.
Focus and self-control is needed.
Because we are walking on a racer's edge.
Yep.
This quest is a racer's edge.
The greed is for the higher. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you keep your feet strongly on the racer's edge, it will cut it. You have to sit on the edge like a fly.
Very light. See, we all of us, that's a very nice point. All of us have got a lot of ideas in our head, lot of things. We hold on to our convictions very tightly. This is right, this is wrong, this is how it should be, that is not it should be. So maybe it's all loosening now a little bit, thanks to Prabhuji. But we do have this strictly. This so and so has to be here only, especially people who are cleanliness freaks. Which is very, on the face of it, is very nice. It's very good. Oh, this person is very clean. It is good only, but don't let that become my identity. Let all our convictions and, strong ideas, let it sit very lightly like a fly, let it be very lightly sitting on us. You should be able to let it go when it matters.
I don't mind you having that cleanliness as your this thing. Where problem starts is when I say, this is not the way to do things to others.
Yeah.
You expect them to be...
You do it by yourself how much ever you want, yes.
Asking other to do exactly like you.
Yeah.
That is where the problem starts. You be clean. You want to take 10 times bath, take bath. No problem.
Correct.
Don't expect the other man to do, no?
Yes, and you wear it like a badge. I do so many times Sandhya Vandana, I do so many times bath, I do so much japa. No, sorry.
That is also, I do also okay.
Pride.
Don't say you are dirty, you are unclean, you don't have cleanliness. You start, calling people names right, left, and center.
No, yeah. So that is why whatever I do, even if I do 1,000 japas per day, whatever it is, let it all sit very lightly on my shoulders. That's all. That's all we need to do. Don't let it become your identity. None of the Vishayas, worldly Vishayas can become my identity, because my identity is Sachidananda. Nothing should be my identity apart from that. Yes, Padmaja.
I am Anta always.
I am. Yes. That's
nothing
it.
else.
Simple. I am. Nothing else is. Correct.
Morning before, as soon as you get up, I am. In between, I am. While sleeping, I am. And that's all.
That's all. That's all. That's all. Very beautiful. Yes. Or if you're not satisfied with I am, if it sounds very vague, then go for Nama Japa. If you are a devotee, if you have an Ishta Devata, Nama Japa always, 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 whenever, by default, it has to go to Nama Japa or I am, whatever. It has to go to the truth at any point of time. Good. And one more we can do, a mārdavaṁ. What is Mārdava? Anybody knows? Mārdavaṁ means softness, gentleness. Oh my God, this is so important. All of us, most of us, some of the time sound very harsh. No, nobody likes. Would I like somebody to be harsh to me? No. See, that is the only metric. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Finish. So simple, isn't it? So gentleness, softness, not just in speech, that can be cultivated, but in thoughts. How much we do, how harsh we can be in thoughts regarding someone else, regarding myself also. That harshness is there in us somewhere inside. So everything inside, outside has to become soft. Soft in speech, thoughts, and action.
Sadhaka, one of the most important qualities is softness. You see his behavior, he will be very elevated, soft-spoken, very friendly, very kind. You know, the way he walks, talks itself, you will know, wow, how I wish I could be like him.
Correct. See, even outwardly, some enlightened jnani might sound harsh, but the heart is like butter. That much we can be very sure, because these outer qualities may differ. Especially this Nisargadatta Maharaj and all, they used to show anger a lot, and their speech was rough because he came from a very rustic background. So even that speech cannot be a metric. The heart always very soft. The heart being soft is the main thing. Yes. So smile very often. How to become soft and gentle? Smile at everything. Maybe a child, maybe a flower, maybe at the sunset. Everything should make your heart soft. Whatever it is, that the universe should make me smile and become soft. Okay.
For smiling, you need only this thing. But for getting angry, you need 47 muscles to move, it seems.
Or is it the other way? Okay. Whatever.
No, for getting angry, so many things have to get prepared. Everything
that's why
has
we
to
do
work.
that in yoga. That simhasana we do in yoga. So that many muscles are exercised.
Yes. But when you smile, just like this, just two things.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it keeps your cheeks young.
Yeah. That's why our Guruji is always laughing. Abba, so cute he is. Always laughing.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So this abusive words and makes the other people unhappy, right? So many a times it will be for our benefit only. I agree, but if the other person feels unhappy, what effect it will give? Because if now if I scold my daughter for doing something wrong, I will scold her, but next minute I am free out of it. But she will carry that psychic effect. No, so how to handle that?
See, as a parent, you have got to do what you got to do. There is no choice. You have to scold your child. The child will get angry for 2 days. She will not talk to you, but the third day she will come back, Amma, Amma. See, they are all very fluid. Don't take it so seriously. See, one thing what Prabhuji has said, your child is only, you are a custodian of your child. And how Krishna, you just have this thing. What would Krishna do? Of course, he would scold. He would tell whoever needs to be told, he would tell it. No, you just have to do it, Ashte. We can't, because the child has been given to me. I have to give all these qualities to the child. Till 18 years of age, I think I have every right to tell my child what is okay, what is not okay.
You can help. You can soft pedal it.
Soft pedal it. Carrot and stick. Samadhana, danda, beda. We have to use our viveka. We know our children best, what works with the child. You have all freedom, Kamala, with your child, because you're a good mother. You're a good parent. You will not do anything wrong. Just do it. It's going to be fine, isn't it? Anything else? I don't know. Please, everyone, please share how you treat your children.
Okay, may I?
Yes, please.
With parents and children, many times it can happen that the stress can be vented out on the child because the child is the soft target.
Yes, very.
I think that as parents we can be conscious of.
Yes.
That's the only thing. Otherwise,
when there is correct. But when you want something to vent, don't take it out on the child. Very, very good point.
Yeah, or anybody for that matter. That's true. But
especially
when there is unconditional love, I don't think any abusive words or harsh words, all those things will not have any long repercussions, according to me.
Yes, true.
Yeah, so it's not from parents' perspective. I'm asking from the child's perspective or the person, the easy target. So, what do they have to do?
Oh, Kamala, you should go to a Chinmayananda school, mission school. They have written in the boards what the children feel about how we behave. Oh, it's beautiful. I went one day and I read all the reactions. Please don't yell at me. Just because you're angry. All this, children have written, man. It's beautiful.
But it's hard, no, Nirmala, on a day to 24/7, you're living with the child. You are bound to yell.
No, you yell, but I that's why you soft pedal it.
Soft pedal it, and then immediately or after a little while, go and cuddle the child and say nice things.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, that I think we should do things. And some children are very sensitive, especially girls, I guess, are very sensitive. Yeah, I mean, it's very delicate matter. It's all.
Purmaji, if they're too gentle with the kids, won't they become too sensitive? They won't be able to handle anything, right?
So life will be, see, in the school, you are not in control, no, Indra. When they go out to society, you are not in control. They learn those skills, I think. They learn those skills, it's inevitable.
So we have to be little harsh only at times.
Strict.
Strict.
I taught my son.
There is no easy way around it. There are no easy answers, actually. Yeah.
I taught my son, if anybody beats you, you should show the other cheek. He went to the school and that fellow gave one shot and he showed the other cheek. And he bashed him up. And he came back home and said, I don't want to go to school. I said, why you don't want to go to school? He said, you said, show the other cheek. I showed and he bashed me up. See, I said like that, but you have to see the situation and behave accordingly. When you see he's coming so strongly, you should go far away from him. He said, see, you are not teaching me properly. You have taught me all wrong lessons. I don't want to learn anything.
No, we have a problem here. We mix up this Vyavaharika with Paramarthika. That's very, very difficult. See, all these qualities are for me, first of all. Okay. Let me practice it and then let me teach the others. Life is going to teach everybody everything. But now at this stage of life, we can make these qualities very, very strong in us. So how to treat children, how to bring up children? It is completely instinctive. If our heart is in place, I think we'll handle. And this children getting angry, sensitive, all this we cannot avoid. Cannot avoid. Let us drop that expectation in the first place. My child should never get angry with me. No, she or he is going to get angry with you. No choice. Didn't I get angry with my, even today I get angry with my mother. But it is just for a little while. Isn't it? It'll go away because that bond is so strong and your love is so strong. I don't think it's going to, harm the child unless you mean it. Some people beat with a belt and all that. So we are not in that category at all. So whatever like Sneha and others shared, Namna shared, we do it for the welfare of the child. So ultimately, and they are going to realize, see, sometimes we realize after we grow up, oh, because my parents were so sick, I'm in this position. We thank them also in retrospect. So to expect peace and quiet on a day-to-day basis, moment-to-moment basis, it's difficult, I think, in Vyavahara. What do you think, people? I don't know, maybe I'm... it's a bit difficult.
I completely agree, Purnima.
It's, yes, yeah, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to go with the kids, like the way they think and the way nowadays all the social media and they're more sensitive in too many things. And at the same time, our experience, our days used to be different back in days, and now it's totally different. And they get influenced a lot with various things. And we cannot compare what was our past or what our parents brought it to us, and we want to, influence in similar way. But we can definitely give good qualities, good things, like how Guruji or Chinmaya Mission institutions and all, they have Bala Vikas kind of programs or I-Lead kind of programs that can mold the kids in a better way.
Yes. Yeah, we have to expose them to all the good culture and all that, then leave it to God. What else can I do? This much only as a human being, as a mother, I can do. And
the one baseline across all generations is, I think, the way parents come across, as examples, how parents behave in front of the children. That's what counts, I feel.
That's what counts. Because if you have to, you should walk the talk.
Exactly.
Yadyad acharati shreshtaha. We have read that shloka.
Walking the talk itself can be a good example for them. Or not walking the talk.
Not always done, because as adults we have some other liberties, like maybe watch TV till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the night. But
yeah,
you have, you can't cut down your lifestyle because of the child. So that life also have to be told, this is mine and this is yours. This is where you stop. Very delicate, and I think we learn on the go. There is no manual for any of it. We learn on you.
No, like if we take this example that you said, so on a work day, when the next day there is work, if you're binging on TV or till late night and before the child sleeps, the child then says, okay, this can be done even on a work day. That will, but if it's on maybe a weekend, then yes. So in every aspect, we can try to be conscious, I feel.
We can be conscious, we should be, and parents do such a lot, for children. We feel we are doing so much, we are going so much out of the way. And yet it's not appreciated. That frustration also will come into us.
Yeah, that is that conditional idala andre.
No, it's a doership, I think, right? Then that's where the doership comes in.
Expectation,
Yeah.
Expectation is what that attitude turns in. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But Purnimaji, sorry, Sneha, go ahead and I'll wait. Sorry.
Yeah, so I came across this talk by a sporting coach recently on YouTube. And sporting parents, how to deal with children, especially during, when they lose games and all that, when they have not been able to put up their best. So what he says is the first thing you should do is love them unconditionally all the time. As much as possible. It's very hard, especially when when you take the context of sports or anything, any kind of pursuit that they're doing. It when parents have invested so much time, money, and everything, it's very hard to not react when the child has not performed the best, whether they win or lose. So how to deal with it is the baseline, he says, is you have to give them unconditional love. Yeah, that I feel is it can be applied otherwise also.
Yes. Unconditional love has to be the baseline, not just with your child, but with everyone. So very, very hard. See, words are easy, but to make it
yeah,
make it a living reality,
it's very hard.
That is the sadhana.
And I think also, right, like in instances, like let's say the parents couldn't do something, we try to dump that on our kids, so just because one parent couldn't play tennis, so they'll make sure that they'll take their kids to tennis and make them do it irrespective of whether they want to do that or not. So I think if a child truly wants to play a sport, and if they have their heart and soul in it, right, and they want to do best every time. So I'll give you guys an example, right? My kids are like crazy about soccer right now. They play for a club. Sometimes what happens is when they don't have enough kids, they end up getting split and they're in two different teams. As a parent of twins, who am I going to cheer? So initially we got into this conflict saying, you cheered for him. This other guy would come and say, you didn't clap for me. Dude, it's like, so finally I had to literally make my kids sit down and I said, listen, I can do a lot of other things. I don't want to be sitting in a soccer field on a cold winter day or a hot sunny day. I do not even like sun that much. I tan like crazy and I get sunburns. I'm like, I will put lotion. I'm sitting there with an umbrella. I'm cheering you up. I'm doing everything. At the end of the day, I said, I want you guys to be happy. If you keep continuing with this attitude, we don't have to go there. I said, at the end of the day, you win or lose, it doesn't matter, right? You're happy. You gave your best. That's all is important. So that's the same thing I keep telling. And sometimes they still act up. I'm not saying my kids are perfect by any means. They're 10 now. They still act up. And then if one gets goals, the other one hasn't gotten, he's so sad. So we finally said, irrespective of what happens, we're going to get an ice cream, depending on the weather, or a hot chocolate. That's the thing. And then once we drink it, we have to leave the game behind. That's all it is. Eat or drink, right? So that's what we follow. But also another thing is, it's so important we teach our kids what is right, what is wrong. Sometimes we forget not showing them what the wrong things are. They never know that it's wrong when they're doing it, right? So it's kind of important to expose them to some of this, especially in this country, right? Like there's so many different slur words, languages. So it becomes so difficult when a kid uses something unknowingly. It can become a huge issue. So one of our friends, that's what happened. Like one of their kids used something in the school. It was very irrelevant. It was very close to one of the slur words, and it almost became like a back and forth with the parent and the teacher and everything. And that's when it made me think, we never expose our kids to bad words, slur words and everything. It's important sometimes to expose them a little bit and say, these are bad words. This is what it means. Please do not use it. I hope they don't. But it's like walking a very thin line, I feel like, Purnimaji. Depending on the situation, you have to react and become teachers. Like adaptable teachers is what our job is. So
that's what you are learning on the go, and you're responding to the situation because you come from a safe and steady place. That's also there. When you have your values in place, it won't be, you'll do the right thing. You will always guide your child in the right manner.
Yep.
And really, there are no easy answers. I know all of us have got several questions about this, especially with kids. No easy answers, and it's all custom made for each each child. A step. You tell me what else. Shall we continue in the next class? It's 8:10. Any more inputs on? Yes, yes,
but
madam.
Remember one thing. You have a very permanent witness in the child. It is watching you like a hawk. You can teach more with your action than with your talk.
That's what. Yadyad acharati shreshtaha. That is also so hard, no? Yeah. Very hard. Very hard. Always to watch my words, watch my actions. I mean, it's like a whole new, I have to relearn the way, because I have a little child at home. The words we use, we have to be very, we have to temper our speech, the way we talk also, because now he picks up like that and he will repeat it again. It's very hard. It's fun though. It's nice to watch them. I don't know. I seriously don't have any answers to this. Existential questions we have answers for, not for Vyavaharika questions. Look, I want to end with this beautiful anecdote to tell us all that not to take everything too seriously. That is the main thing here. Okay, not to take everything seriously. This Chinmaya, Swami Chinmayananda, he was Balakrishna Menon when he was a student, right? And he went to his master Swami Chidananda, who was the disciple of Tapovan Maharaj. So he went to Chidananda and
Shivananda.
Shivananda, sorry. Yeah, Swami Shivananda, he went and he was a student along with others. And on one occasion, all the students, there was some conflict among the students, and they all pointed the finger to Balakrishna Menon. He did it. He was the one who did it. And of course, it was not him who did it. So he vehemently, Balakrishna said, no, I didn't do it. He went on, he took his stand. No, I didn't do it. The others went on saying, no, he did it. Then they went to the master, Shivananda. So Shivananda said, yes, Balakrishna, you did it. And that was the end. He felt so humiliated. He felt so angry. He felt so betrayed. My master is also not believing me. He was so amazed. He was so angry that he started packing his bag and he started to leave the ashram. There is no use living where my words are not valued or I'm not recognized for my virtues, and all these things was happening in his mind, and he was started to leave. And the Swami Shivananda said only one thing to this Balakrishna Menon. Balakrishna, day in and day out you have been hearing that this world is mithya. This world is a dream. The world is a lie. And this small lie is bothering you so much. He said, the small lie that you did something is bothering you so much. And that was when Balakrishna Menon fell at his master's feet and stayed back in the ashram. Again, what is the lesson here? Let everything sit very lightly on us. Let us not take anything too seriously. When we take it too seriously, everything will bother us big time. Yes or no? Agreed or not? Child is angry with me. Okay, let her be. Let her cool off. She'll come back. I don't know. Am I right, or does it make sense, or what? Should we?
Of course, everything you say, everything in this Dharmakshetra makes absolute sense. Just that there's so many things to learn,
No, only one thing to learn. Don't take everything too seriously. Only one thing. Don't take myself seriously also. And don't take the world seriously also. This too shall pass. Even I'm feeling very depressed. It will pass. I cannot stay depressed forever. I'm feeling very happy. It's going to pass. You're not going to feel very happy forever. That itself is enough to show that it is all a mithya, dream. Just like, Alva. You cannot wake up to the same dream and go and undo some wrong. It's not happening. So all these things, see, when things become impossible, take a step back. That's the only solution. Take a step back and look at the big picture, the perspective. Tomorrow, 24 hours later, will it be the same? 1 week later, will this be the same? 1 year later, will it bother me? Definitely the answer will be no. It would have changed. Time would have changed, perspective would have changed, the person in front of you would have changed, everything would have changed. Alva.
Right.
You see, it is my expectation that, XYZ should become again very normal with me all over again. No, it will not happen. That person also will take the time, will take its own, her or his own sweet time. This is Vyavhara Jagat Baba. What can you do? It is full of faults. We will end with one question. Why has God created an imperfect world? Why? We all agree that the world is imperfect? Yeah.
So that we make attempts to make it little better towards the perfection. And we also work towards perfection. If everybody is perfect, then where is the room for improvement?
We cannot make the world perfect. That is the imperfection of the world is for us to turn inward. You try to do 100 things with the outer world, it's not going to be enough. You can never make it. It's like kutte ka dum.
Amma, world is not imperfect, Amma. That is your mind, how you take it.
Gold is not imperfect.
No, world is not imperfect. How we take, how we think. Nam mind alva.
ಆಯ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ಯಾರೋ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಈ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇವಾಗ? ಇಂಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಹಾಯಾಗಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಮನೇಲಿ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಬೇಸಿಸ್, ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್, it is imperfect. It goes against my expectations. The minimum expectations are also sometimes not met, isn't it, Chandra? See, we have now come to that stage to say that, it's all in my mind. So before that stage, see, the why we are saying that the world is imperfect is don't run after it for satisfaction anta. Ashte.
Yes.
That is the point. You cannot expect, perfect happiness or satisfaction from your worldly transactions, be it your own child. It's not possible. That is why take a step back, look at the big picture and says, okay, this is what it is, Baba. Don't expect too much from this relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the only thing which can work. Otherwise, we'll go on fretting. How can I make this right? How can I make that right? How can I... See, all these daivi qualities are listed, but only so much they will help with the... These are all for me, not for perfection in the world. Perfection in me, basically. Ashte. Okay? 8:20. Shall we close for the day?
Sure. Thank you.
Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityormam amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanembudu nanalla, ideha manabuddhi nanalla, Satchidanandatma Shivananu nane, Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.